Well, here we go, guys. I'm off again. Last year we were up filming in this area in northern Wisconsin and did well, but didn't see any big fish, and actually ran into a biologist up here, fisheries biologist, and talking to him about muskie, and he was a muskie guy. That's where we met him, was out on the water, and he basically told me, he said, listen, if you want bigger fish, big fish, you gotta go to this one lake. The problem is that the lake is super deep, super clear, so they're very hard to catch, but I'm going to try to tackle it. I've given myself 72 hours to figure this thing out. Let's see what happens. And the clock starts now. You're watching Keys Outdoors Muskie Hunting Adventures, brought to you by Great Clips. It's gonna be great. The Boat Center, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, Ramsey, Minnesota. Kwik Trip, all of our adventures start here. Simms Performance Fishing Clothing. Well, here I am. I finally made it. This is my destination. It's a big body of water, but I am finding weeds, and I haven't even cast yet. Been out on the water for about an hour, and what I'm doing is just marking out these weed edges. 15 foot deep at the boat here. Reeds coming out to a point. This is impressive. I gotta mark this thing out. It's not even marked on my map here. There she's coming way up. She really comes out here. 8 foot. Wow, what a nice, gorgeous hump. All right, guys, like I said, I'm still driving around, but this caught my eye, these reeds, and I'm thinking, well, these reeds are like ultra shallow. But I was wrong. This is a big point that comes out, and those reeds are right next to 15 feet of water. That is super impressive, and I'm just trying to get this structure pinned out here on my graph so I know exactly how to fish it. And boy, is this exciting. Guys, it's 10:30, night number 1, on a new body of water. I've never fished this before, but it's, you know, that time. I'm gonna fish until moonset, which is at 12:30, and what I've done is marked off some weeds. I've worked them, did not see a fish, did not move a fish up until this point, so we'll see what happens here. I'm at the north end of the lake. I did not find any weeds on the west end in the midsection of the lake. So now I'm up on the north end, and I found a real nice weed edge here in that 10-12 foot area. So I'm gonna work it out and hopefully put a fish in the boat here. But again, I'm gonna fish till about 12:30, which is moonset, and then call it a day and start the grind all over again tomorrow. But I need a fish bad. So you want to be a musky TV guy, huh? Sleeping in your truck. But Again, worked a lot of really good structure tonight and just didn't hook up, but it's now 1:30, almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I fished till 12:30. Time for bed. I'm just gonna I'm not even gonna pitch a tent. I'm just gonna sleep right in the back of the truck here. I'm exhausted. And
what's the difference between good and great? Good is when your haircut costs less. Great is when it still meets high standards. At Great Clips, you'll always get the haircut you want for less. And with our easy online check-in app, you'll save time too. Great Clips, it's gonna be great.
to enter the Keys Outdoors Musky Adventure Sweepstakes, download the Kwik Rewards app. Shop the awesome deals and earn visits. Click the sweepstakes icon at the bottom. Add your visits to our sweepstakes. One lucky winner will win a musky fishing trip with the guys from Keys Outdoors, a $100 Kwik Trip gift card, and some great musky fishing gear. Good luck. We hope to see you in our boat. The Skeeter WX2060 is all about storage. Us musky anglers, we're crazy about our gear. Lots of it and all oversized. The WX2060 has lockable storage compartments for it all, from 9-foot musky rods that can be stored in the center rod locker or side gunnel, to super deep and dry storage compartments to carry all of our lures and gear. Learn more, go to the Boat Center. 2 great locations, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, and Ramsey, Minnesota.
What's the difference between good and great? Good tries to get it right every time. Great actually does. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you always get exactly the look you want. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
All right, guys, here I am, day 2. I fished until 12:30, got off the water probably at about 1:30. Did not see a fish, did not mark a fish, nothing. Started out on the structure today and I moved my first muskie, probably about a 38 to 40 incher. Came up on a bulldog. Again, deep is, I think, going to be the answer here. Super clear body of water. She came up, she wasn't too aggressive, but she came up, I got a good look at her. So we'll see what happens, but all right, they're here. That's probably the biggest thing, is they're here. Now I've got the confidence to continue to fish on, but again, on a bulldog, yeah, it's looking better. Little perch. Maybe I need to downsize. All right, it is 4 o'clock. One fish so far that I seen, it was about a 38 to 40 inch fish. Came up on a new custom bulldog. So yeah, that's it, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's a numbers thing. There's just not a lot of them in here. But I threw some really sweet structure that if there was numbers of fish, I would have seen at least a couple more fish. I truly believe that. But I do have a major coming up tonight. I'm gonna work that. I'm gonna go look at some new stuff right now on this lake. But again, you know, I've been throwing the outside weed edge the deep weed edge this whole time and only moved one fish. So I don't know, maybe I need to get in tighter. Maybe I need to slide in over the weeds into that 8-foot, 7-foot area and see if they're tucked in the weeds. And maybe with this bluebird high sky stuff going on, that could be what they're doing, and see if I have some action there. And then the other alternative is to go on to the inside weed edge to see if they're feeding in the shallow water. I highly doubt it. I got 67-degree water temp. You know, which I'm way up north, so I mean, this is where it should be. They should be eating, there's no doubt, but it's part of it, man. It ain't easy. You got to put it together. You got to stay in there. One guy, you know, your opportunities are cut in half just by not having that other guy with you as well. But that's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna just keep pounding here and till we make it happen. Like I said, I got 72 hours, and I'm running up there pretty quick on time, but we'll make it happen. Nice fish, beautiful markings. Yeah, pull off in the net. Holy cow. Ooh, finally. Nice muskie. Not a monster, but I'll tell you what, I'm happy. With a lot of time here, man. I have worked very hard for this fish, no doubt. So let's take a look at her. Not a monster by any means, but beautiful looking muskie. Look at the bars on this thing. All right, here we go, guys. There it is. Nice fish. Tell you what, guys, I worked really hard for this. What a dandy. Up here, way up north, a lake I've never been to before, trying to figure it out. Musky Mayhem single girl. They are just killer blades. Oh, catch and release. Oh, gone. Little slime time deserved on that one, guys. Put a lot of time in here. I mean, last night I fished until moon set, which was at 12:30. And then got up bright and early this morning, got out and fished, and probably about 1:30 we had a moonrise, and that's when I moved that fish. But it was over here. It could be the same fish, but I knew I'd just pound this. I knew she was here, and just pound this area here. So one fish in the boat, and I worked a lot of really good water and a lot of good weeds and a lot of good lures, and should have seen at least a fish or two more. At least that's the way I'm feeling. But right on the major, that fish just bit right on the major. Crazy, dude. I've seen that so many times, it's just flipping nuts. I'm gonna get back to work here, but other than that, that's all I know. Right on. All day I've been working the outside weed edge. I mean, keeping my boat in about 15, 16 feet of water, and the weeds come out to about that 10, 12 foot range. And I've seen just one fish. So, done that all last night when I got here, and did it again today. I did raise a fish on a bulldog. a new ultra flash dog, and put an icon down, and now I'm gonna go back on her right now and see. I went through this earlier, but we are like right in the peak of a major right now, guys. And I've seen that so many times, that these fish, you know, some of these lakes are just, they're so temperamental, if you will, to a phase. And you won't see nothing all day, and then all of a sudden, boom, they'll show themselves. And that was the case. That fish came this morning, or this afternoon, I should say. Here, oh, nice fish, nice fish. Oh, man. That was a nice fish. Tried to eat. Oh boy, okay. They are active. All right. It's getting to be that time. I'm gonna be switching over my glasses. As you can see, the lighter lens is the polar clear, and that's what I'm going to use right up until dark. And these are my amber lenses that I use during the daylight. And it's getting to that point to where I'm going to make the switch right now, get these cleaned up. Great day out on the water today. One fish in the boat for me. Pretty cool. I'm pretty pumped. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. They are here. I know they're here. I don't know if there's any big ones. That's the thing, the big mystery. But I'm gonna call it night, 10 o'clock at night. Gonna get some sleep. Sleeping in the Hotel Suburban, but that's all right. It's pretty comfy. Time for bed. Oh, now there's still a ton of work that has to be done. Now I'm gonna fish a small river. Actually, Dave and I came here last year and we caught fish, small fish, but we know there's some big ones in here. And I thought, well, what the heck, I'm right here. I'm not that far from this area, so I figured I'd just come up here and give it a whirl. Again, bluebird, windy today. A little more stained water. That water that I was hunting for the last 2 days, ultra clear, and just not a good number of fish in there. So, I mean, I did manage to get one out of there, but today is a whole new day. So I'm gonna put in, load in, and I'm gonna fish this river system out for the next 2 days. So we'll see what happens. Again, what I'm throwing here, guys, and I think this is going to be a really good bait and it's going to pay off, is a new lure by Lake X. And what it is it's the little bastard, and it's just a tiny little thing, but man, this thing really throws off the water and really makes a really high pitch pop, if you will. Perfect small river bait. I've caught, I had one follow on it so far a couple weeks ago, and it was a nice fish. I had one blow up on it that just missed it, and then I caught a really nice smallmouth. So, I mean, this topwater will catch bass, largemouth and smallmouth, pike, muskie. I mean, it is a very versatile bait that you should definitely have in your box for sure. But I have a feeling I'm gonna stick a dandy. And pretty much just like that, it's over. I mean, this is what happens. This is the second time that this has happened to me on this river, to where you can see clouds building, I mean, super quick, and then it unleashes a ton of water in a very short period of time. I had to put cameras away, get things covered up, and it comes on just like that, and it is at times torrential. So that's the way it is, man. So now, and what I did is the winds picked up too as that front came in, and I dropped an anchor. It's always good to have an anchor with you in a situation like a river. It's still pouring, it's still raining lightly here, but again, like I said, it sneaks up on you and boom. So that's why, tell you what, it's so nice to have the Simms rain gear, because I'm perfectly dry and I'll continue to just get right on with my fishing and be comfortable. That's the main thing. But great rain gear. The Simms Pro Dry is definitely well worth it, guys. It has made my day many times since I've been using it. So I'm gonna get back to work here. Yeah, same spot, dude. I caught one here last year. Same spot. Nice fish. Nice muskie. Back. That's the way it's done, baby. Yeah, that's the way it's done. Whew. Yeah. All right. All right. Here we go. There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Caught on a little bastard by Lake X topwater. Great lure, man. And I'll tell you what, weird weather, I made a move. Like I say all the time, don't be afraid to move, man. This is the results. Paid off. Fish yesterday on a lake, and today switched to small rivers, and I think I'm gonna get another shot at a couple more. So right on, man. Love it. Yeah, baby. Let's let this girl, let her go back. But guys, what I caught that on was a little bastard. This is an awesome lure. It's a very small profile topwater prop bait that throws a lot of water, has a very good high pitch pop to it, and that thing got about 4 cranks on the tail and it got smoked. So that was cool. So you definitely want to check this out, man. The little bastard, very cool, really neat. Great little river bait, that's for darn sure. So check that out. Yeah, I'm gonna keep throwing this. Why wouldn't I? A different body of water now. I've heard good things about this body of water. there is a little bit of research on it, and they did net some big fish out of here. So new body of water, heavy winds today. This is super cool. Tons of islands, rocks. It almost sets up like a shield lake. So pretty excited about it. And I found some good weeds. I just fished some weeds, but now I'm gonna try the rocks. Yeah, that's a nice fish, man. Wow, there's a big bass or something. Holy cow. No doubt about it. But what a nice fish. Yeah. Boy, she bite too. Big smallmouth. Right on. We love all fish. Alright guys, here you go. Another really nice smallie on the Little Bastard topwater by Lake X. And that's what he invented it for large fish, man. Whether it be smallies, largemouth, muskie, that lure attracts them, there's no doubt. But what a dandy fish. Well, that's it for me. I'm gonna call her here. I don't want to run this lake with no chip at night. I mean, I've already got a couple hard stops running in about 50 feet of water, and all of a sudden, boom, up to 12 feet just like that. So pretty scary. Lots of rock bars out here, and I got to do some more research. I don't know if I'm going to come back here or not. It just may not be a numbers thing, but there's got to be some big fish in here. 2 fish in the boat, 3 days of fishing hard. You know, not a giant by any mean, either one of them, but I'll take them. Anytime you can get slime on, that's a good time. That's the right time. So I'm gonna head in right now, call her good. I've got about a 5-hour drive home. Until next time. Thanks for watching Keys Outdoors Muskie Hunting Adventures, and remember to check out all our great sponsors. Their services, their gear, their beer make it possible for us to do our job right. Learn more? Go to keysoutdoors.com. Like us on Facebook and check out all of our videos on our YouTube channel.